The heaters is what keeps me in this game.
Tan always is trying.
What's going on, everybody? I got Tan here, I got Johnny here, and today we are going to be going over the 5 types of sneakers you need in your rotation.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get right into it.
I actually remember you doing this video years ago.
It's been a while. It's been a while. All right, so let's get into the first sneaker, man. You need yourself a beater sneaker in the
Very true.
rotation.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about sneakers where you're just not gonna, think about them when you're wearing them. Maybe some of them
sure.
even look better the more you wear them.
I mean, nowadays you have designer shoes that actually look beat.
They come already distressed, like the Golden Gooses and whatnot.
but-
What sneakers come to your head when it comes to a solid beater sneaker?
I used to think that your Air Force Ones, the white on whites, need to be fresh. But
Times have changed.
Times have changed. It actually looks better when they're actually beat up. And when we say beat up, you got to earn it.
I love the bread ones as a beater,
I was
black
gonna
cement
say,
threes.
The shoes still have to be respectable.
For
Even
sure.
though they're beaters, it still got to be respectable.
Okay, we didn't say the bummies. We didn't say the bummies. It still has to be a dope sneaker.
You know, like if you want to go talk about price points, I would say like a good beater for that, maybe like a pair of old schools. They still got a little bit of value as far as like that's still a fashionable shoe.
Can
but not as
I
price point.
can I make one point? When it comes to a beater, we're not talking about the shoes that you use to mow the lawn. Those are trash shoes that you don't care about. I still care about my beaters.
There's still a level of like respect towards the sneaker, you know what I mean? The one thing I would like to say about beaters as well is you kind of want to stay away from, in my opinion, the futuristic sneakers. They look better fresh. Like, I can't imagine like the Nike Air Fear of Gods being your beaters.
I mean, even like those newer Nike shoes, the innovative ones, the ones with the self-lacing system like the Adapts.
Oh, the Hirachis?
Come on, man. You got to keep those fresh. I mean, something about retro shoes makes it okay to kind of get beat up.
Alright,
and have
It's
dirt on
kind
it.
of like if you buying a Tesla, you want to keep it Tesla clean, you want to keep it in immaculate
True.
condition. But if you get like a Jeep, you expect a little wear and tear. You expect a little
The
daily
Jeep
drive,
is a good comparison to
little
a beater, you know what I
ruggedness.
mean?
The Jeep actually looks better with a little bit of a
Mud on it.
Yeah.
I would say number one beater, in my opinion, in my rotation, just a pair of bread ones. What about you guys?
Wow.
I'm gonna have to go and stick with the all-white Air Force Ones.
I'm a price point kind of guy, man. I'm gonna have to stick with maybe like a pair of old school Vans or maybe like a pair of Chucks.
All right, so the first sneaker you need in your rotation, a pair of beaters. Let's move on to the second sneaker. So this next sneaker, man, we just had the beaters. We got to bring up the heaters in your rotation. What is considered a heater nowadays? It's all over the place.
Man, that's a great question because there's like so many factors to it. Like, is it price? Is it rarity? Is it hype?
That's true,
I don't know.
that's
I don't
true.
know anymore.
I'm gonna say all the above. When it comes to a heater, all of those categories have to
That's
hit.
true. Obviously, there's like super unobtainable sneakers like Supreme Blazers and whatnot. Those are like crazy, but like in your opinion, what is considered a heater?
You got to take a look into just the categories that we talked about, but now you got to take a look at the audience that you're kind of to impress as well too. So to say a heater, it's almost subjective.
I see what you're saying because a $300 sneaker might be fire to someone. It might be nothing to someone else. So it is very
Exactly.
subjective.
And also, I mean, you got those OG collectors that they consider, their 1985 ones to be a heater to them.
Yeah.
But you might have a dude that just wants to be fresh, so that might not be their heater.
So let me ask you personally, what do you consider? It's crazy to me. I used to think anything above 500 was fire.
So you're more leaning towards a price point.
Price point, yeah, for sure.
point,
That's the easiest, I think, way to, categorize it, in my opinion. It's crazy now. I don't even know what $1,500 now gets you fire, or maybe like $1,200. Unions to me are fire heat. You know what I mean?
was just gonna say, going off what I just said, unions are a perfect example. You get freshness, you get a little bit of history, you get a little bit, good balance, a good mixture of everything. That's
a good
one.
overall
History,
shoe, yeah.
Unions is a good one. But at the end of the day, man, it's gotta have resale value. Okay,
gotta
I don't
always
care
talk
what
about
you
resale
guys say.
value.
Anything heat has resale value.
For sure. So I gotta ask you, when it comes to designer sneakers, those are expensive. They don't have resale value though.
That's a good point.
So is that heat? You know what I mean?
That kind of goes against what you're saying above the 500 thing too.
The LV basketball sneakers are $1,000. Are those considered heat for the price point?
I'm
Because
gonna
they
have
don't
to-
have resale value.
I'm gonna say a heater is a shoe everybody wants.
Okay.
I don't care if you're an old sneakerhead. I don't care if you're into designer shoes. There is gonna be that category of shoes where everybody likes.
Got it.
Dan's spinning facts today, man. I actually like the way you bring it because it makes it easier for people kind of decide like, this is a shoe that I like. This is a shoe that someone would recognize and also has a value there as well.
I would politely disagree. Just because it doesn't have resale value, I think it could still be heat. Because to me, the LV sneakers, they don't have resale value. but they're still Heat to me.
But is it recognizable? I like the Heat because it has to be recognizable by everybody.
That's your criteria.
That's true.
That's your criteria. But yeah, just going back to the whole rotation thing. I mean, everybody has to have at least one sneaker where you're like, all right, to me, that's my Heat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so wrapping up the heater, man, like we were saying, it's really subjective. Whatever you put on you makes you feel good.
I thought it
Makes
was
you
gonna be
feel
more
like you had
simple
some
than that.
fire. All right, so the next sneaker you need in your rotation, you gotta have some everydays.
Oh, this is
What
a
are
tricky one.
your guys' everydays?
Man, you can't go wrong with like the older, used to be hype, classic Air Maxes, like the Air Max 1s. You kind of
For
big
sure.
those up a lot. Obviously the Silver Bullet 97s, even
Fire.
the gold
Okay.
versions, infrared 90s, something that complements an everyday outfit when you're wearing something like if you have an athleisure outfit
sure,
that
for
day.
sure.
Sweats, maybe like a flannel on top.
Versatility.
Perfect.
Versatility
to go
is
with
huge.
those shoes.
Versatility is huge.
Yeah.
Also, you know, you bringing up these sneakers, I feel like a good everyday sneaker is something that doesn't stand out too much, where you gotta like have a conversation starter. It can't be like, you know, off-white Air Force One. Someone's bringing them up when you wear them.
It's that in between. So we were talking about beaters, we talked about heaters, now we're talking about the everydays, like right in between.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a beater because you care about it a little bit more than that, and you want to look a little bit more
Yeah.
put together,
Yeah.
right? But then it's not a heater because you
For
want
sure.
to drop too much for something
for
every day.
myself, my everydays have been the black Sakai's.
Ooh.
You know, they're like they're kind of low key. They're not too crazy. They go with a bunch of stuff aesthetically. They're easy to put on.
Crazy because my everyday would have to be Wave Runners because it has enough color palettes for me to wear with everything. It's a comfortable shoe and
You're saying like matching wise.
Yeah, matching wise.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, just going off what you guys are saying, not only is it the shoe, you also have to think about the colorway. You know,
Colors.
I mentioned those 97s earlier. That's different than wearing like Sean Weatherspoon 97s.
Exact. That's what I'm saying.
You know, you have to almost keep it a little bit
Nailed it.
low key. So the Wave Runners, it gotta be a little beat though, because sometimes the Wave Runners, in my opinion, too flashy.
Richie, see mine.
Even the Sean Weatherspoon, it's like right when someone sees you rocking those every day, it's like you got he's trying to flex on them every day.
You're in the shoes, all automatic. You're in the
There's
shoes.
gotta like I think what we've really came across is there's gotta be a balance, right? It can't be like too fire, they can't be too beater like. They gotta just fly under the radar.
It's an everyday
Flying under the
shoe
radar.
that you care about.
It's an everyday shoe, as simple as that. So for myself, I really like the black Sakai's. What do you said the 97s,
I said the 97s,
Air Max
yeah.
ones. You said the Wave
the Wave Runners.
Ooh, that's a little
Look, I got them. Let's stick to the same shoe but different colorway. Analogs.
analog. Okay,
There you go.
I see
There
what
you
you're
go.
saying. All right, let's move on to the next sneaker. So the next sneaker you need in your rotation, you have to have, an athletic sneaker, a gym sneaker, solely meant for that
you don't
purpose.
have to have, but I encourage it. I think
Yeah.
everybody should be athletic.
If
Just
you're
work it out a
in
little
the
bit.
gym with your everydays, your Vans,
It might not be like comfortable.
comfortable,
True.
sweating in them, you know what I mean?
Functional.
So what are you guys looking at as your gym shoes personally?
The Zoom Flies.
I think you have 3 pairs of those, bro, in
I have
every
5.
color.
I have 5. Shout out to you picking them up for me at the outlet. They were like at $1.40.
$40.
Wow.
Man. And also, Virgil did an off-white collab.
Oh, so
My man's
so
always looking for the
Tan
value.
Tan forgot he gotta have a little hype in there
Yeah.
too.
Hey.
To me, when it comes to gym shoes and just going to the gym in general, I like to somewhat look good in them. And I think that shoe,
Bro.
it just looks good.
That's okay. I like that you bring up, look good, because you look good, you're gonna pump good, right?
Oh, yeah.
But there's a point where your gym shoes are trying too hard. If I see you at the gym with some Yeezys or you've seen
Yeah.
those guys, it's gotta be a low key look good.
For
What about
sure.
you, man? I'm curious on what you be wearing in the gym.
So recently I've liked wearing the Kobe Proto 4s because you can still work out in them, you
Kinda
can still
swaggy,
run
too.
in them, but you can still go play ball. I don't like,
I was gonna say.
changing my shoes. If I go see a pickup game, I don't want to go run there, change my shoes.
Richie the type to just ready for anything.
That's
He
what
ready for anything.
I was like, yo, these are the best of everything. I don't, because if you rock the runner sneakers to the gym, you're not gonna be ready for ball.
Man, for me, I like the way you think because I'm not ready for everything all the time. I don't have to say like Brooks Beast. Like for me, I have fallen
Hey, that's
arches.
straight. We call those straight business. Straight business.
Hey, those are real orthotic
to
shoes.
work, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're recommended by the doctor.
We call those, you must run a marathon in those.
I see what you're saying. You put anything like as far as hype or looks aside and go straight for
Be there for
functionality.
business, man. For business.
Asics kind of fall into that.
Yeah, real
Brooks,
authentic.
New Balances.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I have a story. Me and John used to work at Foot Locker back in high school, and I remember he took on the running section. I didn't. I was in the more hype, the Jordans, the basketball shoes.
Oh,
But
so
my
when you
mans knew
work
about-
at Foot Locker, you have sections?
No, he just knew about
camp
running
around it.
shoes. and he was just always there. So
Like, that's
I could
your
see-
territory.
Yeah, so I can see why he gravitated toward a shoe with functionality.
Honestly, man,
How was it working at Foot Locker, you two?
It was great.
Was it fire?
I actually hated this guy when I first met him. That's where. So if you guys don't know, that's actually where I first met Tan. And
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then
Man,
we ended
tell
up-
him why you called me the Weasel.
You are the Weasel because I met Tan at Foot Locker, right? And then I found out that he went to the same college as me. Okay, we went to college. He saw a pair of shoes that I want, my all-time grails, Air Max 97 Kashimas. He weaseled into me selling them to him for $40. I met up with him at the time at the bank to go get them. He's like, "Hey man, I only got 35." So I actually ended up selling to him for $35 because I was that desperate for cash.
He's the type to, I could go in the change drawer though in the
Get
car.
quarters. Hit me with the quarters.
Look, $40 is already a good deal, but 35 is even better.
All right, so the Kashimas, where were we? Oh, gym shoes. Gym shoes, man.
I'm not sure if I wear Kashimas to the gym, but get you some nice 97s, a nice generic colorway.
Yeah, they're actually really bad for sports.
All right, so last but not least, you need this in your rotation. This is a very underrated. You need yourself a dressier shoe.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It could be as dressy as, Common Project, white sneakers, the St. Laurent's, Stan Smiths, maybe even the Chelsea sneaker brew. What do you guys think about this?
Look here. When it comes to the casual shoe, you're gonna need it. And the reason why I say that, you're gonna be going to those type of events that require you to look somewhat mature, put
sure.
together. I just want to bring one thing up.
What?
Prom, homecoming, we got young viewers. I don't want to see no suits and Jordans anymore.
Wow, is that is that a no-go now?
No go.
I've always kind of liked that look.
no, no, man.
I don't know, man. I like the 11s with the...
How about this? Unless you were a freshman or sophomore, it's okay. But if you a junior, senior,
Step it up
a little bit.
Step it up, okay.
You know what shoe I saw you wear the other day that you posted? It looked a little grungy, but it actually looked like it'd be good with like a nice polo or something. Is your Golden Gooses.
Oh, the Golden Gooses fit
Something
in
about
that category.
silhouette,
Yeah.
a little bit more sleek, a little bit more. Is that a tennis shoe? Or
Yeah.
Is that a shoe?
What else are some good
High-end
ones,
sneaker.
man? I was maybe even
Ours, bro. The Richie Le collection, Chelsea sneaker, man.
Hey.
I mean, shoot, shout out to
I feel like they weren't ready when we debuted them.
Bro, I was even ready when you bought a pair from whatever brand you bought.
It was
Originally, you're
actually
like,
the
"Trust me, I'm putting you guys on right now."
Common
Like,
Project
Rich.
ones
Yes.
that are discontinued. But we even that pair wasn't
Bro,
perfect. We didn't make it perfect.
We put the insole in them to make them more cushioned. You know what I mean?
toe,
Different
toe.
materials.
The toe?
Toe box is less like pointy.
more
Trust me, it's
round.
a little subtle changes we
I was
changed on them.
sleeping, Rich. Now I want on. I want on.
You're
I
gonna
need a
get
pair.
on. They're
Because
on the
these-
boat right now.
These are the perfect. Like I'm not even just saying that because y'all my homeboys. If we talking about dress shoes that you could flip flop to wear a polo or wear like maybe a nice little suit or
polo,
something with
bro.
it.
I mean, because obviously we covered all the shoes from everyday to beaters to heaters. This shoe right here that we're talking about right now is just that one shoe that
Almost have to
you
have.
have to have it. Otherwise, you're gonna be going to an event and you're gonna have to go buy this shoe because you don't have it.
All right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for the 5 types of shoes you need within your rotation. Shout out to Tan. Shout out to Johnny. Any last words you guys got to say?
What would be your guys' favorite category?
Ooh, the daily.
I like the everydays. The everydays,
Yeah.
like, you don't really think about them because they are the everydays, but, you
You
appreciate
still
them.
feel put together when you wear them. That's the thing.
Yeah,
You know?
I really love the Sakai's as the everydays.
I'm gonna go
Maybe-
with heaters.
The heaters.
The
for sure.
heaters is what keeps me in this game.
Man, always just trying to show
I
out,
like
man.
that. Hey, say that one more time.
The heaters is what keeps me in this game. All right.
You're the real hype
Quote
boy.
of the day. The heaters are what keeps you in the game.
Wow.
Oh man.
That is true, though.
As sad as it is to say, the heaters, man.
It's very real. It's
Keep it
very
real with the people, Ted.
All right, guys, make sure you guys share this with your friends. Let us know down in the comments below what sneaker you guys have within the categories that we went over, all right?
Especially the grails, because I want to know. There's a lot of opinions out there.
For
I want to know
sure.
what's a grail nowadays.
Oh, for sure. Because you got those people that have the Air Mags that's considered heaters, and then you
Ooh.
got people that got
Sheesh.
entry level heaters. You know.
Yeah, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. Shout out to Tan, shout out to Johnny. Until next time, we out.
Peace.